everybody. Welcome back to the Little Gym at Home session. Today we've got a fun class in store. Our theme today is called Balancing Babes. We're going to be talking about the vestibular system. You've probably heard me talk about that one in class. It's the balance control center of our bodies. It's located mainly inside the inner ear, and we can develop it by doing things like going upside down, rotating, and moving. We want to get that inner ear fluid sloshing around. That's the best way to develop it. So we'll be doing lots of those things today. I want to show you what you're going to need today before we get started. You are going to need a scarf, and if you don't have one of those laying around, you could use a handkerchief or you could use a cloth napkin, okay? Grab one for yourself and for your little one. You're going to need a ball. You're going to need two small items that can fit in each of their hands for when we sing our hello song. Preferably, I'd like them to make noise. And then you're going to need a tape line today. We're going to use this for our balance beam a little bit later. I use tape, and it's probably about 6 feet long. You could also use yarn or string or whatever you have laying around that can give them a visual to walk in a straight line, okay? If you have bubbles, we'll do those at the end, so you could also get your bubbles out and blow them along with me. All right, it's time to grab those two toys you're gonna use to sing our hello song. Let's shake them up high and shake them down low. Shake them really, really fast and shake them really slow. Oh, everyone, please shake, shake, shake. And sing along with me. How do you gym friends? How do you do? How do you gym friends? How do you do? Oh, you come to gym for fun and we'll get you on the run. How do you gym friends? How do you do? Yay, gym friends! All right, everybody, go ahead and put those away. We're going to get some names today, and we're going to get started by going upside down. So when it's your turn to say your name, I want you to go upside down. You can do it all by yourself like this. I'll go first. My name's Miss Kristen. Upside down. Hi. Or if your little one needs some help, you can simply take them upside down in your arms and say your name, just like that. All right, go ahead and give it a try. Good job. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. All right, everybody, we're going to get started with a warm-up that gets us moving, gets us rotating, and gets us going upside down right away. So be ready to have some fun and follow along to the music. Run. We're going to run. Hi. Hey everybody, freeze. Let's run the other way. There, you got it. Good job. Everybody freeze. Great job.
Freeze! Hey beasts, can you log roll by yourself?
If your little one needs help, you can log roll with a partner. Let's do some log rolls. Good job, everybody.
Let's all pretend to fly.
Oh, let's put our wings on. If you have a non-walker, now would be a good time to pick them up and let them fly in your arms. This one can be fun for our walkers also. Good job, everybody. Keep it up. I see those wings. Okay, let me show you how to do these. My favorite way to do it, you can do one or the other, or you can do both. I like to start with a back whoop-de-doo and then come back into a forward whoop-de-doo. All right, so what you're gonna do is have your little boy or girl sit right on your feet. Your knees, parents, will be bent like this. What you're gonna wanna do is reach right across their shoulders, not under their arms, over their shoulders. And then you're gonna grab either in the thighs or in the lower torso, excuse me. So I'm gonna grab at the thighs, I'm gonna roll to my back. That's our backward rotation. And then a front whoop-de-doo is simply reversing that. So back to my legs there, and then back to a seated position. Let's all try it. Got it? Back. And front. Good job, everybody. And freeze.
Hold your child upside down, either in your arms or lay them on the floor, then pick them
So
up
for
carefully
upside
by the
downs,
legs.
you have two choices here.
Gentle swings are fine.
You can do it this
and then
way.
set them down gently. If
Upside
your child
down.
doesn't like being upside down, just
Or you
rock
can
them
do
in
it
your
this way.
arms and experiment
Gentle
with going
swings.
a little bit upside down as you rock back and forth. Have fun. Oh, it really
All right, here we go. Upside down or upside down swings. And freeze.
Walk and clap to the music.
Let's clap. Good job. And one more time. Let's go run. For our non-walkers, go ahead and stick with walking and go ahead and assist them as needed. And freeze.
Thank you for playing at the little gym.
Great job, everybody. Next up, we're gonna do our group activity. And this is the part of class where you're gonna need your scarf or your napkin or your handkerchief, whatever you found at the house to use. Parents, if you have an extra one, go ahead and grab one for yourself. We're gonna get going. This is a great review on our body part awareness. So we're gonna be using this to touch lots of different body parts. If your little one needs a lot of help, go ahead and use just one scarf and help work on those body parts for them, okay?
Walk with your scarf on top of a body part.
Scarf on top. I think I'll put it on top of my head. Where did you put your scarf? Maybe you put it on top of your elbow. Good job. Or maybe it's on top of your shoulder. On top. On top. Freeze.
Freeze. Now, can you run while holding your scarf between two different body parts? How
Between.
many different ways can you do that?
Can you hold it between your hands? Let's run. What about between your chin and your chest? Chin, chest. Good job. That one's kind of tricky. How about between your forearm and your upper arm? Like this. Between. Between. see a square.
How many different ways can you step or jump over your square scarf?
I can step over with a big step. I can go backwards. Maybe I could go sideways like this. Over.
Now form your scarf in the
Freeze.
shape of a rectangle.
Let's make a rectangle.
Can
you
you step
fold
or
it in
jump
half
over the
there?
short sides and the long sides?
Okay, sure. We can jump over the short side. Jump. And we can step over the long side. Over. Over.
Now form the scarf in the shape of a triangle.
There's my
How many
triangle.
different ways can you step or jump over the triangle?
Hey, do you think we could monkey jump over the triangle? Watch this. Hands down, jump around. Hands down, jump around. Good job, everybody.
Freeze and watch your teacher. Your teacher is going to stuff their scarf inside their pocket or their sleeve.
Okay, I've
Can
got
you
mine right
stuff
there.
your scarf
Can you try that?
inside your pocket or sleeve?
Put it in your pocket if you have a pocket. Step and slide. If you have a non-walker, you're gonna get down with them and just take it slow. Step and slide, step and slide. You'll just be moving their lead leg. Other hand is around their torso. Step and slide, step and slide. Step and slide. Good job, everybody. And freeze.
Freeze. Throw your scarf in the air.
Oh, I like
and
this
when
one.
it floats down, you can catch it or make it land on a body part.
So our gym friends can throw it up themselves, or parents, if you have a young one, just throw it and let them track it on the way down. Can you catch it on top of your arm? How about on top of your head? Did it. Can you catch it on top of your knee? Oh, let's try that again. On top. Oh, there we got it. How about on your foot? Can you catch it with your foot? I got it. On your hands. How about on your back? There it is.
Thank you.
Great job, everybody.
Now please sing with me. It's
Time to put the scarves away, scarves away, scarves away. It's time to put the scarves away. Little Jim. Good job to everybody. All right, my friends, it's that part of class where we move on to our 3 big skills, our full body skills. So that's why we have the tape line down today. I hope you found something that you could use. I've got 3 things we're gonna practice on today. The very first thing is gonna be wheelbarrow walks, okay? This one's gonna be quite a challenge, as we're gonna ask them to not only support their weight in the upper body, but also to be walking forward. If they're able to follow that line, it's a great core workout as they try to stay on that straight, tiny line here, okay? So what we're gonna do, remember in a wheelbarrow, you always spot in the hips, so right here. And then sometimes you have to help them. So if you kind of wrap one arm around and you help them get going with a step or 2, usually they'll get the hang of it and start to take off after that. So you may see them walk along the line just that way. Your spot stays in the hips, okay? For our younger ones, what you can do is turn the opposite way where they can see that line. Their hands don't have to be quite so close together this way, but they're still working on the upper body. And extra help is always to put a hand under the chest. So that's your 3rd modification there, okay? All right. Our second skill is going to be to go ahead and start with the wheelbarrow walks, but finish with a forward roll. So what you'll do is let them begin walking, and after they've done 3 or 4 steps, you'll just call out forward roll. For most of us, we're gonna wrap one hand around the torso here, the arm nearest them. You're gonna use your other free hand to tuck their head and help them to roll over, okay? At the end, it's always nice to give them your hands, but be patient and let them do the core work, sit up as they get up to their feet, okay? We'll finish here. For those who are tucking their heads on their own, you can just keep your spot right here in the hips, all right? Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna do some walking and some other locomotor skills. So, of course, this is our balance beam today. So we're gonna ask them to walk forward. If they need help with that, some assisted walking, make sure you're always spotting in the elbows here, okay? So their arms can hang down in a natural position. And you do want to ask them to go right, left, right, left. Some of them will have the tendency to step forward with the same foot each time. So ask them to use both feet. Okay, we can also walk on or run on our balance beam. So I can run forward, turn around, and go back. Maybe I could jump. So this really helps us to focus on keeping those feet together. Jump. And I can do all of those things again, but I can do it backward, creating more of a challenge. See if I can walk backward on the line. Beep, 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 beep. It's always fun to beep like our big trucks, right? Running backward, this one's a challenge. Beep, 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 beep. If you find that they're not really moving backward because sometimes they don't know how to shift that body weight, go ahead and just kind of tilt them back at the shoulders. You'll be behind them so that they're not falling over, and you'll just kind of support them there, and they'll eventually get the hang of it there. Okay, you could also try jumping backwards. Jump, beep, 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 and freeze. All right, those are our 3 full body skills this week. I'm gonna ask you to leave this tape line if you have one, or keep your yarn or whatever you used out this week so that you can practice those until we see you again at the next little gym session, okay? All right, but for now, it is time for our ball activity. So grab the ball you chose today, and you're gonna actually come on down to the ground for this one. We're gonna do some balancing challenges for our kids today. So let's start by having them lay on the ball on their tummy. Okay, your support is gonna be right around the knee area, maybe a little higher if you need to. And their body weight is gonna kind of lead this, but you're gonna move them side to side, forward and backward, so they're getting a little bit of that rotation feeling going on. We're working that vestibular system one more time today. There you go. We can try that same activity, but on our backs. So again, you're right around the knee area, and you want to go not only forward and backward, but also side to side. So again, the point is to get the inner ear fluid moving so that we're enhancing our balance system. That's what that's doing. You may see that they're more comfortable going one way than the other. Usually this is a little more natural because they can see where they're going than it is on their back, where it's a blind move almost. So they may fight you just a little bit, but it's good for them. All right, and then last, actually not last, I've got 2 more for you. Let's sit on the ball. So it'd be right around the hip area. The lower you are, the more core work they're doing. Side to side, forward and backward. And then I've got a great challenge for you for our last one. With a heavier spot, we're gonna have them stand on the ball like that. The lowest you really wanna go on this is the hip upper thigh area. For our younger ones or for the beginning of this activity, you may even start up higher in the torso just so you have a better handle on it, and let them kind of get comfortable there. And then you can kind of walk those hands down and you'll feel them engage that core even more. Excellent. All right, we're gonna move on to bubbles, everybody. It's time to put the balls away, the balls away, the balls away. Time to put the balls away at the little gym. So as they watch and track bubbles today, know that that's also controlled by our vestibular system. So being able to really lock in and focus on something as it moves through space, like a bubble that floats slowly down. They're working that vestibular system. And so indirectly, tracking and watching bubbles is going to help them with their balance. Pretty cool. If you've got bubbles, go ahead and blow some for them. If not, I've got some for everybody. See all those bubbles? There's a lot of them on my floor right now. How about a big bubble? There's a big one. It's time to put the bubbles away, the bubbles away, the bubbles away. Time to put the bubbles away at the little gym. Thank you for coming to the Little Gym at Home session today. This week, before we see you again, let's practice again those 3 big skills on our tape line, our wheelbarrow walks to a forward roll, and then moving forward and backward on the line on their feet, whichever way they choose, okay? Let's also pick, parents, this will be for you, pick a vestibular workout every day. So it can be something as simple as log rolling, it could be those front and back whoop-de-doos, or even forward rolls, but something to get them rotating, or spinning on their feet would work too. Any of those will work. All right, we're gonna do the Itsy Bitsy Spider as our group activity today. You ready? You sing along with me. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good job, everybody. All right, my friends, we're gonna sing our goodbye song next. I just wanna remind you, we'll see you again next week. And also, when we finish up today, pick a story. We're gonna pick a story at the end of each session. It can be any story today, maybe their favorite. I have a great one for today that we're gonna read here. It's Abigail and the Balance Beam. Goes right along with our Balancing Babes theme we had today. So you'll read that book right after we finish up here, okay? All right, everybody, let's clap those hands. Oh, everyone, please clap your hands and sing along with me. Bye-bye, gym friends, I'll see you soon. See you soon, see you soon. Bye-bye, gym friends, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, gym friends. It's time to go on home. I'll see you soon, I hope. I miss you, everybody.